this couple living now, plopped down in California right now, and the lifestyle that's the whirlwind that Megan's whipping up, because she's whipping it up, y'all. She's got the bowl and she is stirring it, and she is like, okay, we're going to Oprah Winfrey interview. Okay, baby announcement. Like, she's whipping it up, y'all. You know, okay, we're our podcast. You know, she whipping it up, you know. And Harry, he like dipping up. That tastes good. Yes, love, I think I'd like to do that too. Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing well, and thank you to everyone for all of your wonderful comments about my new do. It's something that I'll do every once in a while, but I'm glad to know that some of you like it, and literally one person told me they didn't like it, and that's fine. Thanks for your opinion and for commenting. Now, we know the most recent news. The Queen has made it official that our famous couple are no longer going to be a part of the working royals. Thank you, my queen. We really do appreciate your service to the rule of what has to happen when people are behaving badly. And this couple certainly has behaved badly. Now, you guys have probably already read the statement or heard the statement read from the palace. And I wanted to comment on the statement that was released by the Sussexes minutes after the Queen released her statement. Otis, see, he knows I'm distracted, so he takes advantage. He comes in here every time I start talking. Otis, you can't do that. That's going to be too loud. No, come here. No. Come here. Come here. Otis, no. So anyway, Otis, stop. Otis, that's too loud. This is the culprit. No, it's too loud. Okay. So the Queen knows that this couple, I mean, she just had to do it, right? Otis. My trash can. Mr. Otis, you're being bad. Stop. So the Queen had to do what the Queen had to do. She had to put her foot down. She had to make it known. She was very diplomatic about it, saying we still love them. They're part of our family, yada, 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 and yada. But the way the Sussexes came back with, service is universal. Having titles is not going to really mean anything if you want to make a difference. Like they were literally throwing their hands up to the Queen like, so? I mean, that's what I could imagine. Otis! Okay, can you just sit? So the Queen had to do what the Queen had to do. She had to put her foot down. She had to make it known that I set the rules and the tone. And I'm glad she did. And it just makes you look at their response to the Queen's. In the statement, Harry and Meghan said, as evidenced by their work over the past year, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex remain committed to their duty in service to the UK and around the world, and have offered their continued support to the organizations that they have represented, regardless of official title. And was that necessary? Like, why would you have to thumb your nose up to the Queen and say that? The disrespect is off the charts stupid. And I cannot stand that Meghan has the audacity, because that was nothing but a Meghan line. Harry's not saying that. That's coming from Meghan. And when I say she needs a smackdown, she needs a serious smackdown, because the girl has just gotten too big for her britches. Who speaks that way? Why couldn't they just give a nice statement saying, thank you, the Queen, and we wish our patronages is all, or our ex-patronages all the best, and we look forward to our new life. Like, why do you have to say that? See, this is somebody who is looking for trouble. This is somebody who always wants to make controversy. This is somebody who wants to get the last dig in. Like, she's just trying to do whatever she can just to say, look, I don't like you. Or whatever it is that she's trying to say, she's wanting to throw that negativity back at the person that has given her the negativity. But she wants to do it in a way that's nice and proper and, you know, like, oh, so, you know, yes, and we can still support our charities, you know, without official titles. And why do you even have to say that? And see, and this is why people have to look closely at their comings and goings, and not just look superficially at this couple wanting their life in California and to do what they want to do. Because there is clear strategy, disregard for authority when you see the things that they have responded with in their statements, their actions. From the moment that they left to go to California, the disrespect of not letting the Queen know things and coming out with, you know, like photo ops or photos before and other royals who have something that they're trying to promote in the news. Like, there is clear deception and conniving going on. And to the people that speak on these entertainment shows, and well, I'm so happy for them. And these are people that I don't even see how they even got to have an opinion on talk shows, because they don't really look at things the way that you need to look at this story of this couple and what they are doing. Because I'm sure if you looked at it a lot closer, you would have a much different perspective about what this couple is doing, because then you can see the undertone, you can see the manipulation behind the things that they are doing. And the one thing that I hear the most is that Meghan wanted to leave because of the racism and how the press was treating them. Who in the royal family has had no issues with the press? Like, everyone has had issues with the press. That is just a part of it. And Meghan, if anything, she is getting things from people who are just making comments, but she is not getting the backlash that warrants her justification for wanting to leave the UK. You know, it was just an excuse for her, because if she really wanted to do it, like I've said before, she would have hung in there. She would have been like, this press, they're not going to get to me. I mean, she's going to be a much stronger woman to overcome that. But instead, she wanted to use it as an excuse to get out of the royal family. And so now she's out, and she's still digging in and giving snide remarks in her statement, because we know it's coming from her, not Harry. Once they've left the royal family, once the Queen has taken their royal titles away from them. And it just makes me so upset that you can get away with disrespecting the Queen like this in public, in like the global stage. And you know, when I look at this couple, and now what? Like, Harry's, everything that had meant anything to Harry was taken away from him. Like, for Meghan, the patronages or the things that she had from the Queen didn't really mean much to her. It was easy for her to let go. But for Harry, the military has a much deeper meaning for him. The loss for him is much greater than it is for Meghan. And the clear loser in all of this is going to be Harry at the end of the day. Official snipping of his manhood has occurred. Meghan has stripped this man of everything that has made him who he is. He is no longer has that it factor that attracted Meghan to him. And that it factor that Harry once had is now gone. And now Meghan is looking at a man that has nothing. What is he going to do to keep his wife interested in him? Because we know it's all superficial. We all know that he only has meaning because of what he brings along with his name. Essentially, his name doesn't really hold much meaning anymore because the things he had behind his name are gone. And I can see that this is going to be a very difficult life for Harry. Very difficult. It's going to cause problems in their marriage. And Harry may act out in certain ways that he otherwise would not have acted out had they stayed in England and kept things going the way they were going. He's going to act out. And when he acts out, it's going to cause tension in their relationship. And after this interview on March 7th, we don't know what's going to be asked of them. And I can only imagine that it's not going to come off that well because, I mean, what now? You're going to try to justify or excuse your behavior and how you behaved while you were in the royal family and say that your life now in California is going to be the best thing for you? Harry don't know nothing about what it is to be outside of the royal family. Like, that is all he knew. And now he is coming into a commoner lifestyle that anyone that goes to California, anyone that lives the lifestyle of someone who, you know, wants to be in California, there's a certain kind of person that thrives in that environment. And Harry is not that kind of person. Now, Meghan is. But Harry isn't. And once the novelty of all of that wears off, once he starts to really realize the separation between never being able to wear his uniform again and being away from the things that had held meaning to him, despite the fact that he said that, you know, he had trouble with his life as a royal. Okay, I can understand that. But did he want it stripped to this level? To be in a foreign country with his titles officially stripped and you just, Mr. Harry now in California? Like, is that what he really wanted when he would complain about his royal life and duties? I mean, there was a reason why he was considered one of the most favorite royals, because he had like a really down-to-earth attitude towards his royal duties. And I think him having that attitude was what made him happy while serving in his royal duties, because he was able to put a little bit more lighthearted spin on something that he just didn't really want to do anyway, but still it was a part of who he is. You know, the extreme has now happened. The man has officially been severed. It's been cut. They are gone. If you know what I'm saying, they are gone. So I can just, for me, I wanted to do this video just to say that I see the manipulation of Meghan's spin around posting her pregnancy picture, which someone on social media had shown that this was the ending for a movie. Meghan has she is living a life that is perpetrated and mimicked by things that she admires. It's on a very superficial level. She's not deep in the thralls of the meaning that is all superficial, and it's all based on an illusion of what she sees, and she's mimicking these illusions, and she's not really in a world that is holding on to something of truth and meaning. And this is what Harry is going to miss out on, because at some point he is going to realize that he is only a part of the illusion in which his wife has created. There's no true depth of commitment to real work of duty and service to anything but to Meghan's image and what it is that she envisions. That's what Harry is working for. Now, he may not know that, but that's what he is doing. He's essentially cut everything out of his life to give Meghan the illusion in which she seeks. And he's happy to do it right now because he doesn't realize that's what he's doing. So it begs the question, You know, what is to come of this couple and their future having been officially, you know, no more part of the royal family. I've seen comments by certain people in Hollywood who have not spoken favorably upon this couple, because what do they have to offer? Who are you? What you gonna do? Your name is now officially being cut out of the royal family. And at the end of the day, like, what you just bringing headache to people, because the minute they start to attach themselves to anything that is going to warrant publicity, look at the things that they get out, not on their social media because they don't do social media, but the social media in which they attach themselves to, it gets bombarded with a lot of negative comments. As they begin to venture out into their branding of whatever it is that they're going to end up producing for this illusion of a lifestyle that Meghan has created, behind it is going to come a lot of negativity of big headaches for people that have anything to do with them. Because people can see right through Meghan, right through what she's doing. She's not authentic. People despise it. They don't like it. And not only that, but how the people in the UK have felt, how they feel like they were jilted by this couple. Like, oh no, she didn't. Like, they're upset. So she's not really bringing with her anything that warrants, oh, they love me, and oh, I'm talented. Oh, and I can do this, and I can do this very well, and people want to hire me. No, she is out there begging, notice me, putting out articles, like article after article about nothingness. And at some point, people have to be seeing, wait a minute, hold up, woman. What? You ain't bringing nothing but headache, and you ain't got no talent. What you doing? You see, so people, this is something that's going to take the time to really start to register with people, and it will eventually register with Harry, the friction in their marriage. Because this couple living now, plopped down in California right now, and the lifestyle that's the whirlwind that Meghan's whipping up, because she's whipping it up, y'all. She's got the bowl and she is stirring it. And she is like, okay, we're going to Oprah Winfrey interview. Okay, baby announcement. Like, she's whipping it up, y'all. You know, okay, we're our podcast. You know, she whipping it up, you know, and Harry, he's like dipping up. That tastes good. Yes, love, I think I'd like to do that too. You know, but eventually one day, Harry, he gonna be like, this ain't tasting good to me anymore. I don't like it. Like, he's gonna wake up to the reality of the situation in which he is in. Because right now, he is still woefully just drifted off into oblivion of consciousness. He don't know what's going on. He just know everything has been taken away from him. That she can even decry racism, looking the way she looks. Like, looking at her, do you think she's really ever experienced true racism? Come on now. Has she really experienced the kind of racism that would warrant a wanting to leave the UK and go somewhere else because they're so horrible to her? This girl don't know true racism. She may have seen it through the eyes of her mother, but she hasn't really felt it the way someone who is truly ethnic looking. I can say that. And I know she hasn't felt it like that, because most people don't even know she's black. Hello. So trying to, on a false narrative, make excuses and lie and manipulate and deceive and doing all this conniving for an artificial illusion of a life that you envision yourself having at the cost to people's families and Harry's mental health and the relations that you would have with the UK people and the patronages and the things that you could have done to help the service that you were going to be, taking over. Like, all of that now has paid the price because we have to suit this illusion of a lifestyle of dreaminess, of my life to be like this. And it's really sad. And it's really unfortunate. And I guess we'll just keep talking about it. I know I will. But I wanted to just make this video just to respond to their statement, which, the response was a complete disrespect to the Queen. And it really served no purpose to have that snide remark of a comment in that statement. And even in disappointment, she can't be graceful. Even when disappointed with not getting what she wants, she still can't do it with dignity and respect. She still has to show her ugly attitude to something that she earned those titles to be stripped. She earned that. No one just took those titles away for being a good person. They were taken because she deserved to have them taken. And to respond that way makes it even more ugly and disgusting. And to be on the backs of a lie about leaving the UK, about racism, to me is so appalling. Because she has not experienced racism in the way that she's going to make it seem like she's experienced it when she does this Oprah Winfrey interview. Because the girl has got a whole lot of privilege to be grateful for. And to spend anything to make her life look like it's tragic, to me is a slap in the face to everybody who has experienced true racism and issues. Because she's doing it on a false pretense and she knows it. But people will buy into it. But look closer. Look more objectively to what it is that she has manipulated. And then people will start to really understand the story. But until people get on television and start really speaking about this for what it really is, y'all don't need to be on TV talking about nothing, because your conversation is whack. You ain't got no justification to say anything that is going to put Meghan in a good light, because you are not really looking at the story. You're not really looking at the undertone of everything that Meghan has done since being in the royal family. And I think willfully, they don't want to look at it. They just want to say, yeah, they racist. They don't like her. And that's why they acting like that. Good for you, girl. You go do you. You leave those people and that queen, and you say what you want to do, girl, because they's mean and nasty to you. Like, these are people that just, they whack. They're so superficial. So if you're a correspondent or someone who speaks and talks about the royal family, please, for the sake of people who are thinkers, speak a little bit more in depth about the realities of what Meghan is doing and the things that she has done. And try to justify it from that level. But don't be superficial in your justification for what this woman has done. Because she has done a lot of things to warrant disrespect. Because I can tell you something. If she did that in your house to your mother, you'll be like, I don't know, she didn't. You be the first one crying. She better not be disrespecting my mother. So the hypocrisy of how they can allow this and to upbuild this kind of poor behavior and attitude, to me, is just appalling. Don't accept that as a way to behave, because it is wrong. The way they have treated the royal family is wrong. After everything the royals have done to help them transition into a good, decent life and to be on a platform to really do good, they have shown they're ugly. And I won't talk about it. And that's all I gotta say. Bye-bye.